Welcome back to a new video, and aka part 2 of What If Nobody Won the Napoleonic Wars. So we were left with this. So now I think it's time to do a recapitulative of each alliances. So first of all, we got the British alliance, official alliance, not influence. So you got the Dutch, the King of the Netherlands. You got obviously the various dominions. You got kinda Austria. You got Sweden, and finally you got kinda like the Ottomans. It's not really an official alliance. And then you got the napoleonic one with, the Confederation of the Rhine, those two guys here. The North, the German Confederation, Denmark, as well as a bit of Norway here, and Sardinia, Piedmont. So where are we going with this? So we're starting where we left, and so you see Piedmont over here with help of France. Totally not help of France, trust me, bro. We're going to declare war against Austria, who is kind of broke, because they're not fully healed from the last war, and now Austria is not ready for this. So Piedmont is receiving French help, and Austria is quickly just not going to surrender, obviously, because they get some pride too. And they managed to basically get stuck around this. So this deal is made, I guess, because the front lines aren't really moving anyway. And so Sardinia Piedmont just takes the King of Lombardia. So Austria is not really happy about that. Now, whatever happens in the Americas still goes historically. So like in our timeline, the US is still going to do what happens, which means this. Well, I won't go into details because that's not really focus on the scenario, and as I said, nothing will really change. But the US becomes stronger. Now this is kind of getting relevant because the US is kind of allied with Napoleon. I mean, it's Napoleon knows the French Empire, because Napoleon has been dead. Because again, you know what? No, go watch the previous videos if you want to know what happened. That is not my problem. And so that means what is happening. The British are kind of going to see Mexico like, hey, do you want to be allies? And Mexico kind of has no choice now. So
also this break up. C'est ce que vous coûte ultime et tous vos paiements à l'étranger.
And also
ultime, c'est une carte bancaire gratuite avec paiement gratuit et illimité à l'étranger. Ouvrez votre compte directement depuis l'application et gérez vos opérations courantes depuis votre téléphone.
Now, after this happens, we'll go back to Europe because Crimean War, it's still happening. It's kind of important. Don't worry about that. Now, like in our timeline, Ottomans do bad stuff. Ottomans something declares war to the Russian Empire. I won't go into details. Like I was saying, like in our timeline, the Crimean War still happened. I just forgot to put independent Greece and protectorate over this. Also, I think it was a protectorate over this anyway, because I forgot the Turkish war number. I don't know, because there was too many. Holy shit! Crimean War, and we're going to say to the Ottomans, Britain, because they like the Ottomans, because this and this. They also kind of don't like Russia going to into Asia. I mean, starting at least to get into Asia. So yes, they're doing things about that. And obviously, in this timeline, France is not going to join. But the Netherlands are, so that's something. And so the Ottomans will invade into Wallachia. Is the new protectorate of Russia. And, Wallachia and the other state, I forgot their name. All Russia is mainly focusing on the Caucasian mountains. And the British are arriving in Crimea. So yeah, the British launched an invasion here. Like in our timeline, they do the last cavalry charge, which failed. And like in our timeline, the war basically ends on a wise peace. Yep. Nothing changes. Yeah. So now we're going to India for a little bit, because I think normally, historically, the British East India Company would normally is supposed to have way more in the Maratha Confederation. So what happened? Well, you see, the French sent a diplomat over here, and basically now the Maratha Confederation and the French Empire are now allies, because British and frick the British. And why did this happen? It was simple. France has no colonies right now. Yeah, that's kind of a way to, having an influence against British colonies. Also, they're kind of allies with the USA, as we talked previously, because again, British. Here's a little update here. So now we're basically in 1860. Nice. The only difference with our compared to our timeline is India, which is the Maratha Confederation still being alive thanks to French Empire, obviously Europe because French Empire, and that's basically it. And this likes to mean is worse for Burma, because I completely forgot about Burma, but yeah. In this timeline, because of a war here not being possible, Burma
has been filled with success.
They're getting even worse than our timeline, which we're telling, and just because they can't make the North Confederation doesn't mean the other Indians outside of it are safe. That's a weird making video for us if you want. It's this. So it kind of has a charm to it. Now I feel like this is where
thank you.
We're France would probably still do the same thing, even if it's a bit late. We probably still invade Algeria with the excuses of, we're just taking out the pirates, stay here, trust. The only difference, let's say, do it a bit later, but yes, they would still take control of Algeria at some point. And, that leaves us with this. Now after that we go to the US, and like in our timeline, because it was 1860 and now it's basically 1861. Yeah, you get it. Civil War in the United States. Nice. I think that's all the states. I got every state right. I'm gonna say it did. In this timeline, France is actually going to absorb the Union because of their pseudo-alliance, and Britain, they don't want to help those guys because they're for slavery, But I think that since, it will take a while until, the Union actually says that they're against slavery. So until, the Union actually says that they're against slavery, I think it's fair to say that the British Empire would at least send actual help to and so yeah, not like in our timeline, this front will basically not change, and yeah, the say that I can't say that because I'm scared of YouTube is going to push the Union like in our timeline. Again, especially with now that they're receiving at least for the early war some equipment from the British Empire. That's going to make the war a little bit easier. Now I don't think they will manage to capture Washington DC, but yes, they'll do well until the Union state that they're actually against slavery, so the British will probably stop helping. But again, I feel like the French Empire is probably going to take advantage of this to discredit the British Empire, and the Union will, like in our timeline, takes the Mississippi River and then win the war. Basically everything happens like in our timeline, mostly, again, because, well, again, the state that I can't say the name of did a lot more damage. That's going to affect the American economy, which is probably going to impact the Alaskan Purchase, because first of all, they're a bit more broke. Second of all, Russia probably hates both France and Britain, and in this timeline, the US is kind of allied with France. So I think they'll probably just do nothing. Now, like in our timeline, soon after that, like around 20 years after that. So now after that, we'll go to Austria. Now, Austria obviously won't have the Austro-Hungarian agreement of 1867, but instead will take advantage of this, because in the last episode they made Hungary kind of semi-independent, but like with basically like not as much sovereignty as in our timeline, and basically they will try to do the same thing with other minorities to basically have control over them and limiting the risk of revolts. So probably, for example, this might include Croatia, which will probably extend up to like Syrian majority areas, and probably Galicia. That wouldn't be too far-fetched to think about it, but I think those will be the only region getting some sort of semi-independence. So yeah, this will increase the stability of the empire. This will increase the stability of the empire while making it a little bit weaker, but like not as weak as with the Austro-Hungarian compromise. Now we get to really important stuff. Germany and, well, Italy. Normally it should be, the unification war at this point. Now Italy will still get its unification war again, so second round gets Germany with again French help, although this time. But not about Germany, because they're definitely not going to attack France, as ones are kind of ally. Two, that would be just stupid, like especially this France. So what is going to happen? Well, it's simple. Basically, going to France and the North German Confederation are going to make an agreement of separating, Germany into different spheres of influence. Oh, and also before you say that technically, the war with Italy was before the Austro-Hungarian compromise in this timeline. This happens later. Pseudo compromise. This happens later, but Austria would definitely see, as a tension, Like, I'm sorry, like, if your neighbor who wanted to unify overly, like, was boosting its army right at your doorstep, and they were allied to the guy that really beat you a few years ago, I think, like, it makes sense to suspect something's gonna happen, but anyway, yeah, so they're going to get more help from, and, at some point. So yeah, anyway, they're going to kind of pre-divide Germany, southern Germany, and so Third European Army declares war against Austria with French help. The few states that actually aligned, like the Imperial states, are getting invaded, and with French help, like this is basically a lost here. Tuscany is probably also going to be invaded, and at some point, again, you will have the German Confederation and the Confederation of the Rhine entering the war, and by that point, it's pretty much over. Now, Bavaria will probably try to be neutral, but the Confederation of the Rhine didn't ask, so again, so we will have Russian forces capturing Prague, while French forces are closing on Vienna. So it's fair to say that the Habsburg still surrenders, because even if you get a small boost in stability, they're not that strong. It's still the Habsburg, so he's dead. And so this is peace treaty with Northern Expression taking Austrian Galicia, which was just to the left of it. A new member adding to the German Confederation from the Confederation of the Rhine, as an agreement between France and Prussia. And Kingdom of Italy is here. And obviously they didn't manage to win it too much, because this guy will probably have something to say about it. And yeah, this definitely confirms the fact that Austria is basically now an ally of Britain. Like, they're in the same sphere. Now, like in my timeline, a few years later, the Berlin Conference will still be held, because Germany, the North German Confederation, may be allied with France.
Pour ce banque, vous économisez jusqu'à 251 € par an en frais bancaires. Ultime, c'est une carte bancaire gratuite avec paiement gratuit et illimité à l'étranger. Ouvrez votre compte directement depuis l'application et gérez vos opérations courantes depuis votre téléphone.
Well, let's take a look. And see, that's what I came up with. You may notice that there are some things missing. So, but first of all, I'm going to explain all of the things I have made. So, first of all, France again, mostly what they had historically alongside with Sudan, because they actually wanted Sudan, and they were the one to discover the source of the Nile, which was the reason why they wanted Sudan. Oman will keep their colony here. Actually, there. They will actually keep their colony. The Ottomans will manage to keep Egypt, because they are basically British puppet by this point. Now, Ethiopia doesn't fully escape colonization this time, as they're a British protectorate, which means that Britain actually, before World War I, managed to connect Africa from the north to the south. Now this you might ask who owns it. This is Denmark, because France wanted Denmark, which is their main naval ally, to get a colony. Morocco still survives, although it won't be for long. Germany still gets some things, because one, it was the Congress was in Berlin to fix France said so. Tunisia is divided between the French protectorate and Naples, because they're allied with Austria, so Austria kind of gets the colony, but not really. And who gets the Congo? Well, because the guy is into Belgium, which may be a good thing, considering it's the Congo. But the Netherlands is allied with this guy. Basically everyone's allied. Oh, and also, the Boer Republic is kept alive, and the British won't do bad stuff here, because they're allied with the Dutch. That would be stupid. But who gets the Congo? It's getting divided. It's getting divided. That's the only way I can see this going on. Also, so Madagascar is still going to France. Alongside those islands, it will still be made. Only a little bigger, because there isn't really any Italy now, is there? The Dutch will gain something really small. So get something. At least they get something anyway. So how will the Congo be divided? So this is what I came up with. Spain gains a bit of something. The only reason the French rulers goes here is because first I wanted to follow the Congo River, but then I was like, bro, who am I kidding? It's borders. It's Europeans making borders in the middle of a freaking jungle. They won't follow natural boundaries because if it was a normal forest with mountains, they would. Like, it's jungle and deserts. In those areas you can just do straight line, because who's gonna live there, am I right? Anyway, also division of that will still happening, so might as well get on that. And now we have to finish map of Africa, and I'm going to end the video here because it's getting quite long. So subscribe, like the video, comment please, that would be nice, and subscribe to the channel. It's free and all that. And that would be nice. We're close to the 1K, so that would be nice having the 1K before the end of the year. Goodbye.